She takes bad shots at bad times.
The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
You can't duplicate what you're not duplicating.
Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
Reality is coming. There's levels to this thing.
I am unwilling to say that she is great yet.
I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role.
She don't play no defense.
This kid's on the wrong team.
She overpasses.
She's got the wrong skill set. This kid's in for a rude awakening.
She's the most popular women's basketball player who's ever lived. They don't like her because of all the publicity she's gotten.
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
That is a common thing when the anointed one joins leagues. She is the league.
Wheeler finds Clark from the
Let them know about it, Caitlin.
through the lane, reverses it in.
You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Caitlin?
In the model still the same. Like I won a championship.
Fever rising. Another one, and another one, and another one.
But to me, that's not dominating.
Clark wins the pass, threads the needle. My goodness, it never gets old. Clark.
No, we not the same. You can have that look. You ain't mad.
Bonner gets denied by Boston. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo. Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Logo!
Of last season, they're already at 10. Look at the tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown.
Chanta defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three.
So the best thing you can do as a defender is not give it to him.
Clark.
Back-to-back triple.
Chance to get it back to 4 here.
Jordan Canada has been a problem for Caitlin Clark. Pressure all game.
Clark, a problem for Canada.
Between quarters, in between halves, to come out with the exact same energy, and especially that's
McKinley working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot.
That Emily is playing so well as of late here in DC. Here's Clark. That one rattling
points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb. 18-5 run here for the Mystics after the Fever rattle off the first 5. Clark trying to answer, and does. Carrington off the mark as Clark steps into a 3. Clark over Horston, hits a 3.
Locked in face.
Clark, a deep 3. You bet.
Lainey Hamilton has been to Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark connects.
Typically she comes off a stagger on the weak side, but she comes off a pin down here, wide open. Bang!
Now a 17-point deficit. Shot clock is off. The Fever can play for the final possession. Nobody picks up Clark, so she takes it in and lays it in. It's an and one for Caitlin Clark, who's putting together a first-half masterpiece.
Kelsey Mitchell sprints up for the guard-to-guard screen. And if they don't switch on it quick, Caitlin Clark is good enough to...
And look, there is no question that the paint is a completely different story as Clark just went right by her former teammate and laid it in. She's got 20.
Man, talk about...
There for Rebecca Allen. Also played with Christy Wallace on Team Australia. But this Indiana offense is playing with some serious pace. And Clark has 7 assists in the first quarter. Clark felt like she took some contact there from Griner. Doesn't get the call. Clark working the baseline. It knocked off the underside of the backboard. Did a nice job to recover. And bounces inside. Pretty fine to Mitchell.
Man, you know what? They usually tell you.
Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits a 3.
Push. Everyone runs. You run hard. Look at all that space. Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists.
This is now the 5th straight game for the Fever with 40 or more points in the paint. That would be basket.
Clark is changing the game of basketball with a jaw-dropping combination of scoring, vision, and leadership. She's a must-watch every time she steps on the court, whether she's draining deep threes, delivering pinpoint passes, or igniting the fast break. Her skill set is next level, and today, we're breaking down exactly what makes her so special. Let's get into it.
Caitlin through the lane. Boston from long range. Aaliyah Boston hits her 7th three of the season.
Pound is not happy with that call.
An unpleasant, yes, trip back to the bench. And Courtney Paris goes over to talk to her.
In terms of holding on to the basketball.
The Fever with the ball. Clark passed up the long three. Into Boston. Give the assist to Clark with the Boston finish. An elite three-point shooter. Broke Maya Moore's single-season percentage record here as a Minnesota Lynx player. A lot of number 22 jerseys here, and you can see the people almost standing up waiting for the shot to fall. And now they see the turnover.
Exactly what Christy Sides warned against after that big win on Saturday, not having a letdown. Still a long way to go here as Clark feeds it into Wheeler for the buckets.
Definitely a miscommunication. Recognize Shatori Walker-Kimbrough has no idea right here where Erica Wheeler is. It's a great backdoor. The 4th and final meeting of the regular season between these two teams. Ionescu, short. Clark with her 11th rebound, feeding Mitchell for 3. 3 and some change left to play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down. Her 3rd 3 of the quarter.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're going at Stewart. And how about this for another creation of her shot? And
Clark's ability to score from anywhere on the court is what immediately grabs attention. She's got deep three-point range, reminiscent of Steph Curry, and she's not afraid to let it fly. Whether it's off the dribble or in catch-and-shoot situations, her quick release and confidence make her a nightmare for defenders.
Clark launches, nails it. And all of them are above the break except for one corner triple. Averaging almost 3 per game. Clark gets a screen from Boston. There's the pick and roll and easy. Look, has to play if they're going to pull the upset here. Watch this screen and then a nice pocket pass.
And one other thing, if Caitlin Clark gets going, she's one of the few players that has the ability to turn your own building against you. Griner has it come off. Clark with the pull. Boston with a nice rim run.
Erling is a Dumaket going right off the window, no good there. We've seen a couple of bunnies on both sides missed thus far. Clark now over the top. Another nice pass, and this one is converted. You just see the touch by the rookie. A locked-in face.
Locked-in face.
Clark a deep 3. You bet!
Even when closely guarded, she has the ability to create space with a quick step back or a smooth crossover, making her nearly unguardable. But she's not just a shooter. She can finish at the rim with both hands, using crafty moves and an incredible touch.
Really good screen by Nia Coffey, and that's something that Nia Coffey does well every time down the floor. It tries to help the continuity of the offense.
Caitlin Clark on the board with the logo 3.
And as Caitlin Clark off of some screening action there by Melissa Smith, gets the open 3-point shot.
He was the only one back there for Indiana as Clark whips it inside. 2 more for Boston. For Indiana, you're expecting maybe an initial surge. Clark on the drive, gets to the rim and the finish.
Really great read by Caitlin. By Clark right here. She comes into this action and then sees a wide open lane. What a nice finish.
She wasn't going to be able to see Katie Lou after last night's game, so today, really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark out of the inbound.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Let it fly. CC.
This is fun.
For 3 again. Oh, my goodness.
It's been the second and third quarter that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better one here today as Clark finally hits her first shot of the night. It's on Wednesday.
One thing about Caitlin Clark, she's relentless. She's going to keep shooting that ball.
So when Caitlin goes off the ball, typically she comes off a stagger on the weak side, but she comes off a pin down here, wide open. Bang!
Whether she's curling off a screen, pulling up in transition, or sinking a step-back three with a defender draped over her, Caitlin Clark's shooting touch is simply elite. One of her signature moves is the logo 3, where she effortlessly drills deep shots that most players wouldn't even dare to take. But for Caitlin, it's just another day at the office. Her handles are just as lethal as her shooting and passing. With a tight dribble and elite control, she weaves through defenders with ease. Whether she's attacking the rim, creating space for a jumper, or setting up a teammate with a dime. Her ball handling skills make her nearly impossible to guard. But beyond the stats and highlights, what truly sets Caitlin Clark apart is her competitive fire. She plays with relentless energy, unmatched intensity, and an undeniable will to win. She leads by example, pushing her teammates and stepping up in the game's biggest moments. No stage is too big for her. If you love high-level basketball, Caitlin Clark's highlights are a masterclass in skill and basketball IQ. Let us know your favorite Caitlin Clark moment in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.